Hey y'all, we're back again.
Woohoo!
We're talking today about building a home.
Yay!
Well, we have talked about this probably for
7 years. We bought the house in June of 2014.
and I bought it.
And
I told him I wanted it because it was a lot of land. I didn't even go in the house first. He's like, we should look at the house. I was like, I ain't worried about that. I need the land. And so our house is very small.
We've been busting at the seams since we put our stuff in it. So.
Yeah, but we're both really, we really want to stay minimal living, and so we've lived small our whole marriage. So for me, I was a little concerned about building a bigger home because I didn't want the clutter or the, stuff that might come with that. However, I think, doubling our space from 950 square feet to, 2,000 square foot, is tolerable.
I feel like we've been cluttered in parentheses just because of the fact that we do have a 950 square foot home. We've got
with very tiny closets.
We don't have
I
any
think that's
closet
part of it.
space.
No linen closet.
We've got clothes everywhere because we wear a lot of clothes, but you just can't put.
But it's seasonal, so
It's seasonal,
we have to have winter clothes put up in a bin in the barn, spring clothes, and so we never can put all of our clothes out one time. And we've weeded our clothes out, so it's not like we have a ton. It's just we really
Always
don't
giving
have a
clothes away.
storage
Yeah.
solution for it. So anyway, so also we weren't sure about building a home because we have rental properties in East Tennessee and in the Smokies, and when Mom was ill, we thought, well, maybe we'll buy out there. We tried to do that a couple of times, and it fell through 3 times. So we figured that probably wasn't God's plan for us. So we eventually will get land and property and a home there. We, feel like it because, that's my home. And
plus being where we're at is, we've got 2.5 acres in Nashville, and our land sets up perfect to be able to. It allows for two homes actually, but we really like the house that we're at, and we want to keep it and use it to help pay for the house that we're building. So we've been able to find the perfect architect who's been able to work with us to be able to provide a plan to build a home next to our current one.
Yes, and I think that's because if you were to build a home separate from the current house, then you have to pay cash, and we don't have that at this point. And so adding a breezeway to our current house allows us to add a house next to it, and then our goal is to Airbnb or short-term or long-term rent the house next to us, which won't be difficult because we've done that before with campers and actually paid my student loans off before Nashville was really strict about what you could do with short-term rentals. So I know people love the farm stay. They love the hospitality in the area, the proximity to downtown, but still feeling like they're in the country. So all of that, knowing that our property values would go up, I think eased some of my fears of, building a home. That's
right. Yeah, I think that, it's been fun. It's been interesting. We've already been through challenges as far as the property goes too, as far as easements that we're dealing with. We're finding all these fun things about our property that aren't typical of most residential properties. So it's been fun to look at that.
I think Aaron should talk to everybody about how I am very visual. Yes. And he can design things in his head and see it like it's standing in front of him clear as day. I think that communication-wise has been a big challenge because if I can't visualize it like in front of me 3D, then
it's the interesting part of it is even though we've got 2.5 acres, we've still got a relatively small piece that we can build on because of a creek that we have that has specific easements. So our goal with this house was always to have one level living, to be able to have our master in the first level with the kids' rooms and maybe a loft area in a second to be a play area.
That's really important to continue teaching Thompson, on the farm and other kids too.
But to work, with this single family or single level living, with what we've got to work with, I've been so thankful to have the architect that we have, because she wants it to be perfect for us, and she'll draw something up, and Miranda will be like, but I want the bed to look like this.
What about my chicken hospital in the mudroom? How about that one, Aaron? I need a chicken hospital in my mudroom, because otherwise chickens are always in our current mudroom without a designated space. So not everybody wants that, but yeah, you're right. I'm fixing it the way I want it.
That's right. And we've got a lot of heirloom items that unfortunately are not in our house right now. They're in our barn.
We don't have space for them.
We just don't have the space for them.
I can't wait to use those.
So that's another thing that she's been able to help us with, is she's drawing those specific components to our house so that they will fit perfectly, and we already have the home for them. So
as much as we want to go downsize and do like camper living and travel the U.S., we know that that'll be at some point. But maybe when Thompson's a little older, to where we can homeschool him more on the road. But for now, I feel like, again, I was not really sure about getting bigger space, but because of the investment potential
and the rental opportunity, the whole goal is for the rental next to us to pay for the note and all of the items on both houses. So that's, we don't just think of it as income either. It's being the rental. It's also we want to share our property with others, be able to have experiences where we can share how to garden and share how to do farm items to these people. And I think that'll be a great benefit to those guests.
Yeah, I know that we want to share God's blessing of the land and home we have with others. And like I said, I've done that before with our campers and really enjoyed it. And, we want to have life groups and, more people over.
That's right.
So we need a little more gathering space. Right now we have all sorts of spaces, but they're separated. So I have a she shed office. We have a barn space that changes every other week as to its purpose. So we do gather, but it's just all over the place. So it'll be nice to gather in one sort of spot. So,
what are you most excited about with the new house?
I'm really excited about the pantry, and then I told Aaron, as long as he can build me a storm shelter and a cellar, that's super important to me, because I really, really plan to do a lot more of the canning and putting back things. Right now I could only do so much because my mudroom's small. I look forward to that and my little chicken hospital, my little animal hospital brooder box in the mudroom.
I thought it was a separate bathroom, so we could, so I didn't have to be
Yeah,
in it.
he needs to have his own, but I'm really excited about that bigger mudroom, because we use that space the most. Yes. And really functional spaces in a homeschool spot for the future, where I can really work together with Thompson and enjoy raising him up on our property.
That's right.
So anyway, we hope to pass this legacy on to him one day as well. And so check us out later.
This
Follow
is going to be
our
a journey. This will be a journey. This is just the beginning.
Pray
to
we don't
share
kill
the
each
news
other through it.
Oh yeah, we got some fun times ahead. A lot of picking out of finishes.
That's okay.
And all
I've got
types
the
of things.
interior
It's going to be
design
awesome.
skills. It's okay. And he's got construction skills, so we're going to work it out.
That's right.
But anyway, just want to give y'all an update.
Bye.